Hello and welcome to this video. So, is the Nintendo Switch worth buying right now or should you wait? That is the question I hope to answer in this video. So let's start with a big topic, the price. To many people, $300 or about £280 seems very expensive, but considering that the Switch just launched a few months ago, it is actually really cheap. Someone on Reddit pointed out that the Switch is actually the fourth cheapest console to ever launch, if we take inflation into consideration, which is quite impressive since the Switch is both a handheld and a, well, desktop console. So you essentially get two consoles in one. Currently the Switch is actually the same price as the PS4, and the upcoming Xbox One is going to sell for $499. So currently the Switch is actually quite similarly priced as the PlayStation 4, and the upcoming Xbox One X is going to sell for $499. So $300 for the Switch doesn't seem too expensive anymore. And to be honest, you should compare the newest consoles to each other, and in that case the Switch is $100 cheaper than the PS4 Pro, which is Sony's latest console, obviously, and like $200 cheaper than the upcoming Xbox. What I mean by that is if you buy the Switch, you get the absolute best console that Nintendo has to offer. Therefore, you should compare it with the best consoles that the other companies have to offer, which are the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One X. And those are quite expensive, at least compared to the Switch. The battery life in handheld mode is something that many have been worried about as well. It lasts about 3 hours playing demanding games like Zelda, and probably Mario Kart 8 as well, and about 6 hours playing simpler games such as Shovel Knight or Mighty Gunvolt Burst or whatever that game is called. And to be honest, 3 to 6 hours of battery life, it's really good considering the size and the quality of games that you can play. And I have never had any trouble with it, but that is just me. If you think that you will be more than 3 hours away from a power at a time, then you will definitely have to get yourself a power bank, or a car charger, or something like that. Or you could check out a battery case. It adds some bulk to the Switch, but it will extend your battery life by quite a bit. Another thing that many are worried about are the games. It is honestly impossible to say how well the third-party titles will be supported, but I strongly believe that if the Switch continues selling as well as it is doing right now, then the more and more developers will be interested in porting games to the Switch. But for now, if you're looking to play the biggest titles like Grand Theft Auto, Far Cry, Call of Duty, Battlefield, then you should probably not get a Switch right now, as the chance of those games being ported to the Switch right now, as it's currently standing, is very slim. But I can say for sure that Nintendo will not disappoint with their first-party titles. If the other first-party titles launching are going to be even half as good as Mario Kart 8 and Breath of the Wild, then I think that the Switch is going to be very successful, and we have big titles like Skyrim, Mario Odyssey, and things like that, and even the Mario Rabbids, which look really promising. Overall, I would say that the Switch is definitely worth buying right now for anyone interested in a hybrid console, and even if you are interested in Nintendo's first-party games like Mario and Zelda. If you can't really decide, then I would recommend looking at the games that are set to be released to the Switch and go from there. If you only find like one game that you think seem interesting, then I would probably say that the Switch isn't for you. I don't think an entire console is worth buying just for one or very few games. So if you're in that position, then I would recommend you to wait until more games are announced that you think are interesting. I should also mention that some people have had some technical problems with the system, such as one of the Joy-Cons being out of sync. If you are worried about things like that, then you should probably wait. But know that there's anything wrong with the system, you can always return it. I have not had any problems whatsoever, and I haven't even heard about any major problems in a long time. So if you are interested in the first-party titles and just experiencing the Switch as a hybrid console, then you should definitely buy the Switch. Like, the Switch has my recommendation, and it's a fantastic console. I haven't even mentioned the Joy-Cons thus far, but I think that those are possibly the best controllers that have ever made, just because what they are doing and what they are trying to do, they can do that very, very well. If you want to use it in handheld mode, like you have your two Joy-Cons all together, or if you have a stand, you can put them in the grip or hold them separately. Like, there's so much, you can really use them however you want. There's only one way, obviously, that you can grip a PlayStation 4 or Xbox One controller, but the Joy-Cons are so much greater in that sense. They offer so much more, and I mean, you can pair them instantly to your Android phone or, you know, your PC. So, as I said, the Switch has my recommendation. Just remember, if you buy it, put a screen protector on, because the dock scratching the screen is something that could happen. And, yeah, you don't really want that. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, then be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And I hope to see you in the next video.